Yes, boys. So today we're going to be going over candlesticks and candlestick patterns. Now, candlesticks are they're one of the most effective ways to actually read price action within the market. Now, each candlestick it represents a specific time frame. Now, this could be a 1 minute candle, an hourly, a daily candle. Just depends on what chart you're actually looking at and what time frame. Now, each candlestick it has a body. It has your two wicks, your lower wick and your higher wick, which the body it represents the opening and closing of that time period that you're looking at. Say you're looking at the 1 minute chart, you see a candle like this. This would be your opening up here. Because it's bearish, this is your closing. That is where your 1 minute candlestick closed, which makes it a bearish candlestick. Now, if the close is higher than the open, that would make it bearish, obviously. So if this was your open here and that was your close up here, that would be a bullish candle. Now, the wicks extend above and below that body, which are your higher wicks and your lower wicks, which show sort of the highest and lowest that price actually reached during that time frame candle that you're actually looking at, which means the market sort of tested a level but couldn't actually sustain it once, which is where your wick is. So the bulls pushed the market upwards, so people were buying into the market, and then price rejected up here, pushing price down lower, which means the sellers took more control over the market. So now that we know what the actual candlesticks are, let's have a quick look at some key candlestick patterns that you can actually use within your chart. Now, the first one is the hammer candle. Now, this is a small body with a long lower wick and this appears within a downtrend, and it will typically appear within a downtrend and will signal a potential reversal because the sellers pushed the price downwards, but the buyers have now stepped into the market and pushed it back up, giving you this candle, which is then going to instigate a potential reversal that may come from that. And then the next one is a shooting star. Now, it's basically the opposite of a hammer candle. People also call it an inverted hammer candle. You can do that, but I like to call it a shooting star. And a shooting star basically has a small body, as you can see, this small body here, and a very long upper wick. And this will typically appear within an uptrend and will signal that buyers have pushed the price upwards to begin with during this candlestick, and then the sellers have taken over control and forced price back down, which would indicate a potential bearish reversal. And then you have the doji. Now, the doji is a candle where the open and close are basically the same level. No one's taking control over this market. The buyers nor the sellers did not have control during this time. At one point they did, yes, but at the end of it they were very equal, which is giving your doji. Now, this can represent very indecisive movements in the market, and it's often a sign that the current trend you're in is going to start to reverse. So say you're in a very strong uptrend and then you see this doji, that could be a sign that a reversal is happening to a downtrend. Now, candlestick patterns, they're very useful for identifying potential market movements, but they work best when you're combining them with your other technical analysis, combine them within your strategy and use them for your entries. Now, don't just rely on a single candle to actually get into a trade. It's not what you should be doing. You need to look for your confirmation, get your confluences in check before you're actually using these candlesticks to actually find a proper entry. And once you've found where you want to enter, look for confirmation by using these candlesticks. So understanding candlesticks, they sort of help you understand and read the market sentiment, also spot reversals, and make better trading decisions within the total of it. So I hope that's helped you understand candlesticks and some sort of candlestick patterns. So if that has, be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.